what did this look like from like a practice perspective for you, Haley? You see, you were away for a little bit, yeah, and then eventually you're like, you know what, we got to get back. We got to serve the community. Um, don't know exactly what the practice looked like, right? But
Right.
what did that look like for you?
So I had no idea if it was standing, if it was underwater. I had no idea. I just knew that we had to get out. So when we got to Ocean Isle and I got cell service and got internet, I'm a big AI nerd, as you probably know. But I used AI to help me come up with a plan. Like, okay, there's no water, there's no connection. Like, because in my mind, it's like I have these people that I'm responsible for their jobs, and
Hmm.
um, I paid them the week that they were out, thinking like, sure, this will only last a week. Luckily for us, it did. Our power did come back on about 10 days, 8 to 10 days. I can't remember now.
Yeah.
But so we were able to open up the week after that. Um, but being in Ocean Isle, not knowing what was going on or how long, because the rumors that I would hear is that we went, that the water was gone, which I knew it was gone at my house, but I was hearing that everything was so destroyed that it was going to be 6 months before we would have water. And so thinking about like, okay, how can I open a practice without water? Like, how can we use the bathrooms? And I remember thinking, somebody else said like, okay, it's like day 3, they're expecting it to rain again. And I remember thinking, gosh, I just wish I was at home so I could put my Rubbermaid containers outside and catch the rainwater so we could flush the toilets. Like, those are the things that I were thinking
No,
about.
I mean that's completely viable, right? Like you're trying to. It's survival of the fittest in that front, right?
Yeah. So I was prepared. Like, I kind of had this whole plan of, if I have no power, if I have no water, here's how we're going to open back up. I went to like a Bass Pro Shop in Myrtle Beach, and I bought like a camping water filtration system, so I can go up to a puddle with this bag, and then it gravity filters the water into the next bag, so at least it can have clean water, because I didn't know where were we going to get water. And then as far as no power was concerned, I stocked up on batteries while I was there. I stocked up on tons of canned foods because we didn't have any way to keep anything cold because the power was still out. And packed all of it in this sedan. We were packed in like sardines into this Tesla. But anyway, I was prepared to open back up, literally come hell or high water. And luckily we didn't have to do any of my emergency plan that I came up with using AI. We were just able to open back up. The only thing we lost here was the signage on the front of my building. It flew off somewhere. I don't know where
Wow.
it is.
Yeah.
But otherwise, the building was pretty much untouched. And when we came back that first week, we took it slow, mostly because I had a cookout for the team at my house before we started back, because I just wanted us to be able to talk about our stories, kind of get it out. So anyway, that was really good and really healing. And then the next week we took it slow because, we had all been through this as a staff, and our patients, I wanted to make sure I had room to be available for patients that had lost things, that it was sort of an immediate need, or if they had the water was gross. All of this water was so nasty. It took mud everywhere. That dried. And then it's like all of that was an irritant to your eyes, your sinuses, all the things. So I just wanted to be available. So that first week we were really slow coming back in. And then we decided to just kind of go full throttle the next week after that. Although there were lots and lots of cancellations of people. I mean, eye care was just not everybody's number one. They were just trying to decide, where am I going next? What am I doing next? How am I going to get a car? Things like that.
How am I going to get water?
Yeah. How am I going to get water?
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah.